Hello there, we're going to be telling you how to fix your Pocket chip. Pocket chip. Yeah. So first it's going to start with you needing to flash it. It's best done on some kind of Linux machine, so if you've got one of those, you're all set. It's still possible to do on Windows, but I'm not going to be covering that, So you're just going to get your computer booted up, and we're going to be following a number of blogs in order to get this thing up and running. I have everything listed in the GitHub repo that I've made, where I have a lot of these scripts. So whenever you're ready to do this, just go to the repo. I've got the link in the description, and it will have this link right here, a comprehensive guide on setting up a Pocket chip. And this is where you're going to find the flashing setup that you want to do. So just follow these instructions here. You're going to need a few prerequisites. They're listed here. Fastboot from Android Tools and Sunzy Boot and U-Boot Tools. That's going to depend on whatever repo you're using, so let's just do that in Pacman right now. And I believe that this is what that looks like for me. And I'm just going to let that go ahead and install. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste all of the commands from that block over there, so we can get these tools moved over. Okay, now that we have this last line copied in here, we're going to do a couple more things before we hit go on that. We're going to backspace out the P, the dash P, and we're going to replace it with the dash G. This is going to install the right image that we want. Yeah. Anyways, after we do that, we're then going to we're going to have to boot our Pocket chip into fel mode, which means bridging these two connectors. These little pads right here, I don't know if I can make it focus. Don't believe I can. But just believe me when I say you need to bridge those two connections while you're plugging in the device to your computer. And that will put your Pocket chip basically into, okay, I'm listening, I'm ready for some kind of firmware now. I only have one hand and I don't really have anyone to help me record this, so I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to leave it up to you to figure out how to do it yourself. So I'm just going to take these, and I'm just going to bridge the connections like that, very carefully. And then I'm going to use my other hand to plug it in, and hopefully that works. Okay, so I think I've got it because the light's on, but the screen's not coming on, which I think means that I'm in fel mode. So now I can just come over here, press enter, and mess it up because I accidentally pasted the little $sign. So you wanna delete that. Delete that part. Okay, now go. Yay! Let's go. Okay, well it's downloading the images and stuff. We'll see if it's waiting for fel. So it's waiting to connect to device. Place your yep, it's asking for sudo. And I believe it's doing the do. No, I hope so. Uh-oh. It started booting. Stinky. Okay, I think I have to disconnect it and do it again. So Ah, dang it. I'm gonna have to redo this fucking video. So the problem is, doing it like this is fine for just a single boot, but it doesn't work for this process because it actually seems to reboot the device. So I've got to fix that. Okay, well I guess that means I'm going to restart. Dang it. Okay, well that didn't work, as you can see by this saying and waiting for fell. Please make sure your chip is connected and jumpered. Turns out it reboots. So, you know, you would have thought that somebody like me would have lots of things that I can use to solve this issue. But for now, I'm just using this little header piece. I'm just going to keep some pressure on it. So yeah, let me get that going again. Okay, we're going to try this again. I've got my pins held down. I'm going to very carefully plug this in. Okay, and press enter. Please work. Damn it. Okay, look, so listen, what you're actually going to want to do is take the damn thing out of the pocket chip. You're going to take the chip out of the pocket, and you're going to just bridge these two connections with a jumper cable. Because everybody's got a jumper cable, right? Yeah? Okay, now, please work. Oh, look, it says okay, look. Yay! Now we can edit out everything else that happened. Okay, so it's going to ask you for sudo several times. You know, you just give it permission every time, and then when it's done, it should say this. So we're going to pull it out and put it back into the pocket and see if it works. Okay, so I've got it back into the pocket. Now, you might run into this thing where you think that it's bricked because you press the power button and nothing happens. These little blister buttons seem to have like a bad habit of becoming really insensitive. So you need to like really like hammer down on it sometimes. And as you can see, that came on. So we're gonna let this boot, and hopefully it boots into a fresh device. The screen's not on yet, so that's making me worried. I'm concerned. I'm a little bit. Oh, okay, cool. This is all going exactly according to plan, as you can tell. This used to be a tutorial, but now this is turning into like a Draga 1 video where everything doesn't work. So let's just keep rolling on. Let's keep rolling. Okay. While that's booting, let's take a look at this repo that I've made. Basically, this is a collection of scripts. So from this other page, you might want to scroll down and look and see a bunch of the things that it has set up. A lot of this stuff I've implemented in my script. The main goal of this script is to update the distro from Jesse to Buster and above, I believe. But there's been kind of reports that doesn't really work very well. So I kind of stop at that point, and I just get it to where the repos are working, and the keyboard is working, and Pico 8's updated, and the touchscreen is working. Like, as you can see, as it is out of the box, the touchscreen matrix is a little fucked up and needs to be fixed. So let's do that. The first thing that you're going to want to do is connect it to Wi-Fi. It's a little difficult with the touchscreen, but you can still do it if you push on the wrong spot intentionally, right? So I'm going to get connected to my Wi-Fi real quick, and then we'll move forward. So one thing about this little doodad that you're going to have to keep in mind is any of the pink Alt keys, so any of these symbols, any of the F keys, anything like that, they aren't going to work out of the box because the function key just doesn't work in Xorg. This is one of the things that my script fixes. So hopefully your password isn't one that has any of these symbols in it. And if it is, you're going to have to plug in a keyboard. But mine isn't, so we're good. And now we're on the network. Funny, haha. Okay, so next thing we're going to need to do is open up a terminal, which is going to be fun with how this is. So, but you can do it. It's just a little tricky. So you just kind of have to guess. There you go. And there we go. We're in the terminal. So now we can start doing the commands from my GitHub repo. So because I'm doing this with one hand, you're just going to have to, believe me and type out all this stuff, and I'll show you what happens when you type them out, okay? Okay, so this first command basically copies a bootloader, well, a bootstrap, I guess, script that I made that downloads the main script from my repo. So that makes sure that it always has the latest version of the script on GitHub. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I think I accidentally just inverted what I was trying to record and what I actually recorded. So the first thing we need to do is do the chmod to make sure that the chip script is executable. So that's done. Now I can run the script. But we have to run it as sudo. So what this is going to do is it's going to download the main script from the repo and run it, and then it's going to move on to doing the main fixing stuff. So let's go ahead. Your password for this by default, by the way, is chip, just on the main image. And it's already fixed the repos. It's doing an apt update, and then it's going to do an apt upgrade, and then it's going to install some packages, but I'll just show you at each part where you need to intervene. Also, please note that this can take a little while. It does take a minute for it to update and then upgrade and then install the prerequisite packages for the next steps. So don't think that it's stuck. Just give it a little while. It's it's doing its business. Make sure that you've got a halfway decent amount of charge in the thing. By the way, these errors that pop up, this is just kind of normal. I don't know how to get rid of it. But the packages are working. The packages that need to be synced are being synced. So we'll just let that go. It's now installing the prerequisite packages. I went ahead and made the terminal full screen and got rid of the menu bar so that it's a little easier to fit everything in. Okay, after a little bit, it should pop up with this. So you're going to go ahead and calibrate the touch like this. Okay, and then it should ask you, would you like to enable long press to right click? I'm going to say yes. And it's going to ask, would you like to enable SSH? I'm going to say yes. And it's installing the OpenSSH server right now. And it will enable it and start it. It'll make sure that it starts on every boot from now on. It's now installing the OpenSSH battery. Now that that's done, it's updating Pico 8, copying the files in, and it's installing the fixed Pocket Desk. So we're going to, now that it's finished with that, it's going to ask us if we want to change the host name. So I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to make the host name I don't know. Dingus. So the hostname won't show up, but this thing is going to need a reboot. Oh, look, you can actually see that the touchscreen is already working. So if we go ahead and exit from this terminal, you can see the touchscreen is working just fine. So that's cool. Yeah, that's it. That's basically it. I mean, you'd think there's more to it, but there is a thing you can do here. You can try and add your generic monitor for the battery up here, but it kind of requires that you have right click, which I don't seem to have. So you will need to reboot this to make sure that the hostname thing doesn't mess anything up. So you can just go ahead and restart it. But that's it, pretty much. That's a fixed Pocket chip. You can use apt again. It'll pull most everything from archive repos, so anything that was available for this era should be available to you. It's also got the repos that have all of the chip-specific software on it that was hosted by NTP. That's all mirrored and available thanks to JF Possibilities repo mirror. So that's all ready to go. And all of the config files that it changes, they're all backed up. If you look through, you can actually go through and see all of the files in the repo, and you can see exactly what they are and what all of the changes are. So if you're feeling kind of sketched out by any of this, you can go in, you can see if anything you don't like, and you can even change back to the backed up files, because during the script it saves everything that it changes to just the same name back. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this this video. I hope that this is useful to anyone. I don't know why. So there might be a problem. Kind of didn't start the desktop up. I think I fucked it up. I think I fucked up the Xorg config. Okay, well, that's a problem for me to fix before you try this. I guess. What a great release video. What a fantastic release video. Thanks for watching. Yay. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna do a little bit of sudo nano etc x11 xorg.conf, and it's gonna ask us for a password. That is, once again, chip. So now we're in the xorg.conf, and this bottom one is gonna be where the problem is. So we need to, we're just gonna remove it for now, because this is what's supposed to be the thing that, and I can see what the problem is. It's the formatting of the quotation marks is messed up. So that's something I'll have to fix on my end. So we're just gonna close, we're gonna kill all of that. This is gonna be fixed by the time anyone sees this. So yeah, you're gonna also hit Control O to output the file, but well, maybe I can do that with one hand. So Control O. Yeah, there we go. And it's going to say, you want to write this to xorg.conf? So we're going to say yes, and then we're going to do Control X. That's going to be a little bit harder. Doing a little bit of gymnastics here. Where's my control key? There it is. Control X. Okay. And now, hopefully, we can do a start X. Oh, nuts. I can do this. I can do this. Start. X. Enter. There we go. Now it should be starting the desktop environment any day now. Hopefully I just didn't like make it die forever. That would be unfortunate. Hello? So I believe I've just killed this. So I'm gonna pull this guy out again and put it back in and boot it up and see if I can unkill it. By the way, I'm very good at this, as you can tell. I'm very skilled, advanced terminal user, advanced Linux girl. Okay, I've pulled it out and I put it back in. Hopefully, I haven't killed it. It's not. It's not starting up. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. It was just the cheeky little button there being not good. So let's give this a second. Let's see if it works. Okay, well it's booting, I think. Please work. That would be super rad if it didn't if I didn't break it. Have you ever seen that XKCD comic where they're like, your level of happiness is like directly attributed to how long it's been since you've had to open xorg.conf, because it's so real. It's so true. Okay. I think it's about to get to the point where it tries to start X. Okay, this is where it would do it. Okay, it's starting X. Okay, we're good. Okay, so just do the thing that I said, but don't try to start X manually. Just wait for it and then just reboot it, which you can do by just typing reboot or sudo reboot and then typing in your credentials. But once that's done, we're back. We're back into the computer, the funky little device. Yeah, baby. I love it. I love this funky little goodad. Such a sweet little nice thing. Now, you're not going to have the right click to hold. I'm going to have to go back and fix that because of my shoddy script. But everything else should be working. For an example, I'm just going to go over here and we're going to go to the terminal. By the way, you're going to notice it has this bad terminal now. If you want the good one, you actually just want to you want to go down to system and then use XFCE terminal. That's the good one. This is the good terminal. So we're actually just going to do like a you know what? What's a good package to install? Sudo. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to make you watch me type this. So we're just going to do a little bit of apt-get install screen fetch. Damn it. Looks like you do have to watch me type after all. And we're going to see if that installs. And before, it would just not be able to do it because it wouldn't be able to grab packages at all. This part takes a little bit, by the way. Okay, and now it's installing. So once that's done, we should be able to just do like a little cheeky little screen fetch. That's so funny that installs Scrot. I wonder if I can use Scrot on here and then upload it to my bin. Okay, now we're gonna try the screen fetch. Let's go. Hey, I mean it tried, didn't it? It tried. And look, it's got the host name there and everything, the uptime, resolution. So there are ways you can make this terminal a little less horrible, but I'll, if anyone cares, no one's gonna care about this. If anyone cares, I'll make a video about how I customize this past this point. Nobody's gonna care about this thing. This is 100% autistic hyperfixation. Let's try using Scrot. This is like the edge. This is like the edge of obscure. And that's fine. So did it do it? Did it dump a screenshot in there? Where's the screenshot? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Oh, let's do something cursed. Nothing that a little bit of Ice Weasel can't fix. Yeah, boy. It's not even It's not even starting. I pressed the button so long ago that it's a distant memory. Oh yeah, boy. This is like the ideal. This is the ideal desktop environment experience. This is Linux at its peak. This is the year of the Linux desktop. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Enter. Oh, nuts. Go away that. Did it upload the file? I really don't think it did. Do I have a file explorer on this thing? Is it thinking? I think it's thinking. I think that blazing fast network adapter is doing its damnedest. Can I just hit enter a bunch of times? No, it doesn't like it. Oh, we're back to the upload dialog. Let's try this again. So we're gonna get our screenshot, hit enter. It doesn't work. Damn. What if we type tits? Tits. And then, oh, we're gonna have to hit control enter. This is a tricky move. Control enter. Control enter. It doesn't work. Oh, the web. It's so over. A lot of these problems are made a lot easier by using like a fucking keyboard and mouse. Like you just plug in like a wireless adapter and you're Gucci, but I don't want to do that. There's a slight problem in that I don't want to do that. Okay, anyways, well I guess that's good enough for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this little doohickey. I hope that perhaps, even though I've shown it failing, you can get some use out of it. Actually, you know what? Let's fix it right now. Okay, you want to know how it goes from being broken to being fixed? I can show you. Watch. Okay, right now it's broken. Now it's fixed. Hooray. Actually, no, it's not. Hold on. I actually need this bit. Okay, get rid of everything else though. Okay. And now it's fixed. Yay! Commit changes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I love running projects. I could just do this. Fuck you. If anyone wants to come back and fix that properly, feel free to do so. Okay, well, thanks for watching me, sit and flounder and fuck this up a whole lot. I hope it's been fun. It's been a good time. It's been a good time for me. I've had a good time. Yeah, that's it. Sorry for recording this in vertical. I thought it was going to be a lot shorter.